Hey guys, Kyro here. Today we'll go over clocks and pulse extenders, what they are, and a few ways to build them. Clocks are a way to turn signals on and off repeatedly with a set delay. Some clocks are slow, while some are quite fast. Let's take a look at some designs now. First up we have the classic comparator clock. We make this by placing a comparator in subtract mode and run the output right back into its side. Now, whenever this comparator is powered, the clock runs, and when there's no power, it turns off. This clock is very fast and simple to build, making it useful for things like rapid firing dispensers. Next up we have an observer clock. We make this by having two observers look at each other. Again, this one is very fast, and to turn this one on and off, I recommend just having a sticky piston push and pull one of the observers. This is a classic repeater clock, and to activate it, we'll just use a rising edge monostable so we can get a one-tick pulse. As you can see, it's easy to build, and to add a lot of delay here, you just add more repeaters. Now, to deactivate this, what I'd recommend is using a piston to move a block to break the signal. And here we have a simple hopper clock built by running two hoppers directly into each other, with a comparator output from one of the hoppers. As you can see, once we place a single item inside the hopper, our lamp starts to flash on and off as the item bounces between the two hoppers. To deactivate this one, I recommend powering the hopper that does not have a comparator output. Lastly, we have the Etho hopper timer. We build this by placing two sticky pistons next to each other like so, with a redstone block in between. Right next to that, we place two hoppers running into each other and take a comparator output on both sides running into a block with redstone dust next to it. We take our output from this redstone block here, and this clock is very good for long precise timings because we can adjust how long the delay is for each cycle. We do this by adjusting how many blocks we put inside the hoppers. And if you recall from last episode, each item takes 4 redstone ticks to flow into another hopper. To turn this clock off, simply power the hopper across from your redstone output. Now for pulse extenders. As the name suggests, these are used to make a pulse longer than it originally was. This first design is by Azumavoid. He has a ton of great videos, so there will be a link to his channel down in the description. But how this design works is by unlocking this hopper so items can flow out of it when the button is pressed, or the pulse is sent into this block here. As you can see, our output lamp is here, and I placed another right next to it so that you can see the difference between just the button and this circuit. When we press the button, items flow into this hopper, giving us a comparator output. This happens because of an RS NOR latch powering the opposite hopper and unpowering this torch here at the same time. The moment the last item leaves this hopper, our comparator goes dark, meaning this torch comes and resets our RS NOR latch so that items flow back into the original hopper. To build this, let's go ahead and start by creating the RS NOR latch first. So we'll have a block here and here, with torches on the side here and here, a repeater here, and some dust here. Next up is the hopper circuit. We'll run two hoppers into each other above the torch and the block like this. Then place blocks like this and comparators on top of them. This is your output. And to get the items to come back into the other hopper, place a block here with a torch on its face. Then place redstone dust like so. Lastly, fill in your hoppers with as many items as you need for your pulse length. This next design is quite a bit simpler. We just run repeaters into blocks along our original signal. To add a delay, just add more repeaters. The last design I'll show you is a classic comparator pulse extender. It just has comparators running back into themselves, and they sort of fade out over time. So by taking your output where this repeater is, you can lengthen your pulse by quite a bit. To add or remove delay, just adjust the number of comparators. That's going to just about cover clocks and pulse extenders. Next episode I'll go over redstone counters. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, be sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. As always guys, my name is Kyro, this has been Redstone Ready, and I'm out. I'll see you next time.